feeling of being involved in this Dcota event is super exciting, and I just feel that the revival of the Dcota is absolutely amazing. They're so fantastic, they're really out there, and they're really promoting Dcota, and everybody that comes up here, you see that it's really fresh and new, and something exciting and something for us designers to be inspired by. So we're super excited to be part of it.
People in Dcota have been really receptive, and I've got to work with people that I have never met before, a lot of interior designers, and then also the challenge actually of doing a very interior internal project. It's been great.
I love working with the Dcota people. They're fabulous, and they support you all the way as well, which I think is fantastic. And all the vendors are amazing. So it was a really great experience.
My name is Alex Matamoros. I am the Director of Design Services for Dcota. I run the Design Services program at Dcota, so we have 9 different designers that we refer to work to. I wanted to have something that would include all the movies that were selected, so the Oscars sounded like a good idea, so that's the theme that I selected. I was in charge of coordinating a lot of the behind the scenes that went through for the design house, and also all the common areas, such as my room behind me. Actually, the first thing that I selected were the chairs, and I think what I wanted to create is something that was very glamorous, very Hollywood, and I wanted also to have something that when you walk by, you would notice it. So when you look down the hallway, you look at the wallpaper, you look at the high chairs, and it definitely creates a lot of impact, drama, and definitely glamour, which is what I wanted to create. With clients, I try to get their requirements and then go above it to make sure that they're happy with the end result.
The title of this room is the Wine and Champagne Bar. The inspiration is from a movie from the 30s called The Secret Garden, and we found this amazing wallpaper designer from Fremantle, from Switzerland, from David Sutherland, and we actually gave them the dimension of each and every wall that we had here, and they custom made it for us. You can even tell them the density of the copper, the bronze copper that is actually hand-painted on this wallpaper. And then my super dear friend and fabulous designer, Serge de Troyer, is this bar that we have behind me, and I felt that that would be a perfect focal piece, and it's so Art Deco and fabulous within itself. We have a Kyle Bunting rug, which is a cowhide rug, specially dyed to kind of match the Serge de Troyer bar. And then we got 2 fabulous chairs from Jay Batchelor, and also Holly Hunt 2 tree tables. The wine rack that we have behind us is custom made for this space and can be ordered in any size. Whatever we try to do from my company is kind of install a soul into each of our design, and I hope that you feel that within this room as well. Thank you so much. Thank you.
my name is Serge, and then last name is Destroyer, like basically Destroyer, but you cut it off. I am Belgium, born and raised. I lived for 4 years in Italy, so the inspiration came back actually from, not even in Hollywood, but more into fashion. So from fashion, I actually went a little bit more classical and basically mixed the whole concept together. And then I get my little touch in it. And that's why actually Serge Destroyer is a very unique line. This is not the only bar that I make, obviously. This bar we created especially also for Sophia, because the whole team was more Hollywood and the more styling from the 30s, 40s converted in 2011. So for this room, we did it in iguana leather with a gold tint into the tobacco leather back in the day with the cigars and with the cognac. And so you have a lot more storage to store all your items, from glasses, from champagne glasses to anything you want to put in, basically. Even the drawers were very detailed back in the day. So what I did is, instead of wood, I used even leather inside and really padded it with leather and cushions. So in each drawer, it's like a little cushion in it. Everything is very boutique. So it's not the bulky, the big chairs or big bars, or it's more like boutique, like, yes. Yes. Yeah. The whole concept is actually sexy, yeah. Yeah, of course. I love it.
My name is Lita Austin Foster. We chose to do Miami when there was no air conditioning and the wind was blowing through the curtains, and everything was done with coolness, like blue and white paper. And everything in this room is either reused or recycled or eco-friendly. 100% Egyptian cotton or 100% cotton or 100%, everything is 100% natural. Everything to make it seem like you could lie in the bed and be cool and the wind blow. The chairs are old rattan from the 40s. This furniture is actually from the 60s, and we had it repainted. And the prints were done under the Works Public Administration. They're by Grant Wood. They're lithographs. And he's the painter who painted American Gothic, the man who's standing with a pitchfork and his wife. And they're very strong graphically. So what we're trying to do is go back and forth between the orange of the sun and the blue and white of the sea. We never do the same room twice. Every single one of our clients, I love my clients, and my clients become my really close friends. I like to think that every single one of them gets the house that's their house and their room. And so this room was my room. And that's the way I feel about it. Everything should be individual.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
My name is Margie Nothard and I'm from Glavovic Studio. The film that I used is Vertigo. Mostly I was interested in creating a beautiful space, but also recalling some of the moments in the film that were inspirational. Part of the work that we do is to really bring in materials and layers and looking at light and form and movement. We're using sustainable materials. Most of the products in the room are sustainable. And so we looked at recycled cement tiles, recycled terrazzo tiles, marble Venetian plaster, glass, and then light, using the idea of natural light in a kind of artificial way. And that becomes a more complex idea. And then every object, the fixtures in the room, operates sort of like an art object. So those are some of the ideas of the complexity, and then the simplicity of just a beautiful, simple space. In a sense, 152 square feet, one simple volume that's layered with all these elements.
The name of the room is La Dolce Vita. My name is Bruce Sutka. They gave me the Mademoiselle room to begin with, which is 10 by 15. And I wasn't really quite sure what to do with it, but after watching the movie, there was a music room. So I kind of adapted the whole feeling of this music room from my Italian experiences. Slightly decadent, amusing, it's all those things. And there are a lot of things go on in this room. And they wanted me to create something that's more theatrical, more architectural, you know, and that's basically the way I work anyway. You know, I take people into an involvement. They get a feeling, they feel an emotion. They kind of want to be there. It's comfortable. So that's what I did here. I found my piano, took it home, marbleized it, and put the Eiffel Tower legs on it. And that's really my piece in the room that I think is really important. Everything else is fantastic as well. The table from Judith Norman, which is a beautiful, it's a casting of an actual log, and it's resin. My masks, which I have studied mask making in Venice, so I have some of my masks in here. But you know, I love this piece because it brings that sense of classic Roman kind of like, it just says everything. It's kind of decadent and they're having fun and we love all that. And then these are Tony Duquette reproductions, and he's one of my favorite designers. You know, I think there's emotion that you infuse into a design project that really has nothing to do with the tangible objects. I think you've really got to kind of add your own excitement, your own story, your own feeling. When you're working with the client, you have to do that with their feeling, their emotions, their wishes. So I think you've almost got to be a psychic too when you work with someone. You've got to kind of pull that stuff out of them, you know, and it has to say everything about them. This says everything about me because it's my room, but you know, when I work with a client, it's got to be about them.